And welcome to the I can't reach with my bad arm to slide the slider down Pokemon GO Podcast as I get these things started off. And I'm on Twitch trying to make sure, hey, for once, Twitch did not automatically unmute me and put me feeding back through the system. I'm Rock Got a Podcast in Charleston Fall. Still got a broken wing going on here. I said, stupid hippie Eevee. He broke my arm. Oh, but joining us today, who apparently no longer loves me nor Arcanine, Joe Ard.
What?
I mean, you threw away the photos that got you for your birthday / whatever it was. You know, Phil's starting to be more and more right every week. Is disrespect that Joe has, bringing on new hosts, inceptioning my podcast. You throwing away the hard draw. I hand drew those photos for you, Joe, and you threw them. Not even the trash. You gave them to the neighbor you hate. I don't even understand the disrespect here.
And they used them as pee pads for their dogs.
Good dunk right there. I like
man.
Hey, everybody. How's it going? Why did Timeout Dooley stop spamming symbols?
No.
That one I would not say he's spamming symbols. Yeah.
Nightbot's like, oh, you used music notes. How dare you?
Yeah, right. He's singing the Broken Wing song, which is funny. I thought he redid it with less symbols.
But, I was telling Charles before the show, I took down the artwork because my kids were down here and they kept bumping it, and I didn't want them to ruin it. So I just haven't put it back up. I was looking for the command strips that I bought a while back to actually put them on the wall, and I couldn't find them. So I'm just going to toss them back on the list and buy some more.
Now it's hard to hear Joe. Yeah, I think Joe pushed his microphone away.
What?
Yeah. He does that. Every once in a while, he wants to feel like it used to feel back in the olden days when he didn't know what he's doing. But he knows what he's doing, but he likes to go, man, I missed old days. Let me put my microphone way over here and talk to everybody. And it's just, you know how we all do. You go back to the old schoolyards, you shoot a few hoops, you push your microphone away. It's how you do things. It's all right.
Get out of my face. No, my toddler has actually been running around pretending to electrocute people, yelling Pikachu the last couple of weeks. So, because him and his brothers have been watching a lot of Pokemon lately, so that's been their go-to show. And they're like, well, we finished all the newer stuff. Let's watch the first season. I'm like, about time. So.
Gotta raise them right. Oh, update on special research. Are we going to talk about this in the headlines?
Yes.
I don't see it in the headlines.
I think so. Aren't we? Maybe not.
Oh, bug is causing Professor Willow's dialogue for special research to sometimes be skipped. Okay, I don't care. That's not a bug, Niantic. That's a feature. We're all trying to skip that dialogue. Yeah. No cap. So let's talk about some experiences of the week.
Well, of course, because we're not going to talk about Bruno.
No one talks about Bruno. Although that surface pressure song hits really close to home for a lot of people, including me. Yeah. So it's a good movie in Kanto. I just hatched a timber. I already had a timber, but that's still cool. I haven't seen a timber in a while.
I'm yelling timber.
I did a few raids. I've updated my look again on my avatar.
Let's take a look at.
Yeah, might as well go crazy.
The one rock god.
Oh, I got I
didn't even realize U.S. Nate Scout did the same thing as you. One U.S. Nate Scout.
Yeah, I like it.
You're the ninja.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of cool. And then I was like, you know what? Let's get the crazy glasses and kept the pose and put the hat on. And that got me. So I did a raid, a very exclusive raid the other day. Got Judge Drudge finally. And the raid was with Mr. Tambourine and Nolte. And that was it. It's just three of us. The reason I know it's just the three of us is not because I paid attention, but because when they put the scoreboard up, Nolte got like final hit. Mr. Tambourine got like supercharged, and I got fashionista. And that was it. There was no fourth or fifth thing that they give out. It's like, oh, all right, we got
Well,
this.
there you go.
There we go.
Oh, man. So I'm on your profile, and without even thinking, I clicked on your avatar, thinking that it would do some kind of an action because you click on the Pokemon and they do something. And now I kind of want that to be a thing, where you click on the avatar and they do something. So that's all.
You know what? I get that. Let's see. This week, I got another Helioptile. The new Voltorb.
Voltorb.
Um, the not
The
Galarian.
the
Yeah,
uh, the happy Voltorb. He's no longer angry.
he's not all that angry. He's more bloated.
Except
It's like
except if you think about it, this Voltorb is from the Legend of Arceus, which
Suyan. Yeah, sorry.
oh yeah, from the Hisui region, and so this is the Hisuian Voltorb.
Joe, did you grow up in Tennessee? Let's just say yes for this joke. You know it's Hisuian. Come on, man.
It ain't a piggy. And so the Legend of Arceus takes place way in the past. So I don't know what happened.
As the future.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Voltorb over the years, but he just got angry.
Yeah.
And I mean, as an adult, there's definitely times when I can relate to that. He had kids. That's what happened.
That's what happened. He had little Voltorb. Like, oh my God.
And they just kept blowing up in his face.
This little piggy went to market. This
Oh,
little
man.
piggy was drowned in the candy. And this little piggy lost the match, and Pikachu now owns his soul.
So Dooley's saying that he loves the brand new game. I haven't tried it yet, but from the looks of it, is it kind of like Pokemon meets Breath of the Wild? Is that just from the trailers and stuff that I've seen?
Yeah, I would have to say yes with that. I mean, he'll give us an answer, but because he types, it's real RPG is what he typed. So I would have to say probably yes, or maybe mix of that and Final Fantasy, that kind of thing. It's on my GameFly list. It's like number 5 in the list. So it'll probably come 6 months from now because GameFly loves to jump around, even though you order this stuff.
So I'm still waiting for a Pokemon meets World of Warcraft type thing, where it's real time. People are there. You can challenge them to battles, or you can just go do side quests. And
not it. I mean, I like the side quests. I don't like the real time thing. But you know, I think there's a huge market for that. I think people would love that.
And now throw it on the Oculus.
Okay, now I'm with you. And even if that's with randos, I might be with you.
He's like, you said there were going to be other people. I'm out.
I mean, I am the Tony P. Henderson of game playing. I just don't care for other people when I play my video games. Dooley says, sort of, it's open world. It's a real RPG game. You have to craft everything, including your Pokeballs. The only thing I find weird, quotey fingers, is that this takes place in the ancient past, but the professor seems to have a Nikon camera.
Well, clearly Nikon is timeless.
Oh, nice. Let's see what else I got. Venipede, I saw pop up. Some other basics. I finally did get Judge Drudge. I got Drudagon with Nolte and the other guy that's not as important as Nolte. Mr. Tambourine.
Well, I mean, Mr. Tambourine's a bot, right?
Yeah, I mean, no, I met him in real life, but you know, he let a kid punk me. So
with the Bidoof, you got Bidoofed.
I did. Judge Drudge here is 3 stars, 15 attack, 13 defense, 14 HP. Is what it was. There you go. So I dig it. Let's see what else I got because I don't have much this week. You know what's funny is my car is in the shop. And I've forgotten how to get out of this analysis. Okay.
Your car is in the shop. Your arm is in the shop. What's not?
You know, it's not been. I would say it's not been a great.
Half your employees are in the shop.
Ooh, let's not even talk about that right now. Not even the one phone call you got. There's been some resignings going on and some hirings. It's all right. But I got Timber, just hatched Durant and Esper. But that's about it. You know, and the reason I bring up my cars in the shop is because a couple of times, like, you know what? I am going to let this game run while I drive around today and reach for my one of the shifters in my columns where I keep my gotcha. And I realized I was in my wife's van and it's in my car in the shop. Yeah, you know, It is what it is.
So you're saying that the shop gotcha.
Please, nobody suggests that for a title because I will have to, go retire and start a different show with Ibit.
Oh man.
So what is this?
he's
Is that,
like I'm making a new podcast and I'm getting in on the next season of the next great podcaster
yeah,
or what is that the name
I
of
will
it?
get, yeah. There's actually a clause that says no deities allowed. 'Cause
Oh.
but I don't know if that's actually in there, but Brian had made that. He said that to me, made that joke in public. Was at least, oh yeah, no, there's a clause, no rock gods allowed. Although we've talked about the possibility of being a judge. Anyway, not the point. If I start a new show with Brian, it's gonna be Pokemon. Nope. And
Pokemon
no
nope.
Joe. Joe, nope. That's it. And we just, hey, is this Pokemon? No, it's not. All right, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Bye. So what do you have with
That's
Sylveon?
the weekly that's the weekly episode. It's the same thing. Is Joe here? No. Bye. And here's your music of the week.
Yeah.
Oh man. So
Uh,
this week I finally evolved my Eevee that I've had as a buddy forever into Sylveon. So now I switched it out so you don't have to see my Eevee buddy anymore. I switched it back to Axew.
I have
And
been promised an Axew by Kittens and Knives.
there you
Said that
go.
they would trade me one. So in 5 years when we actually meet up, I'll get one.
Yeah, I think
Awesome.
I still I've only got the one Axew still. I hatched it forever and a day ago. Yeah, I caught a bunch of Voltorbs this past week and got into a Drudagon raid and yeah, I've been trashing like everything this past I feel like everything that I've been getting has been real bad IVs. So, bye into the Candy Maker you go. Off to see the Wonka.
The wonderful Wonka of Oz. Uh, well, to others' experiences of the week, Barry, the hashtag original fraud, says, sorry, I've been slacking on the EOTW, which did take me
Experience
a second
of
to
the
figure out.
week.
Yeah, that took me a second. Caught a bunch of Voltorb, including the new Hisui region versions. A few Judge Drudge, although no Hundos or Shinies or Shundos. A shiny Charmander and a Hundo.
Mine foo.
M-
Not your foo, mine foo.
Is that like Mein Kampf? I mean, it's not
No,
spelled like Mine.
here, I'll pull it up so you can see what it looks like. Mine
I mean,
foo.
some parts of the world is Mienful.
Oh yeah. He
Kind
does
of.
he does a Hadouken. Hadouken.
Where do you get that from? I'm assuming not in the U.S.
Hadouken.
Where did he? Oh no, you own that one. That's yours.
Yeah, I hatched it.
Where'd you hatch it from? Scroll down.
10K egg.
Okay, so Tennessee.
Yep.
Is it just super rare,
Yeah, I think so.
or have it something
I've
I've
only
caught?
had one. So let's see. I've got a couple of 10K eggs sitting here. No, it's in the medium column of 10K eggs. Actually, it's in there's 4 columns. I didn't even realize there was 4. I thought there was only 3. It's in the tier 2. So, the uncommon. So if we go common, uncommon, rare, super rare, then it's uncommon.
Where's it's a little small on my screen. Where's Timber? Is that in the common?
Yeah.
Okay.
Timber, Darumaka, and Clink are in the common.
Well, I don't have to think about that.
And then Axew is just up there in the super rare that nobody ever gets.
Yeah. All right, Barry. Duly noted. Got a shiny Electrode, which is very cool. It's definitely very different colors, and this looks like the way it's drawn. Homie needs a shave, right? That's like some really bad 5 o'clock shadow. Like, buddy, we need to clean you up, get you off the drink, and get you back to work. Come on, man.
I mean, he doesn't want to be a cue ball.
And he couldn't applied for that job. Kittens and Knives got a Hundo Magnetite,
Magnemite.
Magnemite.
Yup.
Duly noted. Got a Hundo Drudge. That's cool. Obi-Wan Kenobi got level 50. Is that the first one in our group, or has somebody else hit level 50 already?
No, we've got a few people at level 50.
All right. Well, guess what, Posty? I hit level 41 before you hit level 50, so there.
Thunder Muffins is over here bragging about his 6 Mind Foos. Neener.
You know what? That'll get you muted for 5 seconds. You can back wrap up. Uh, you know, dude, what Dooley's got Blaziken, but what's that drawing on the screen there? What's going on there? Nice,
It is,
Great League.
yeah, not.
Nice.
It's 99% effective for Great League. So it's not the best, but I mean it's pretty stellar for Great League.
You know, people who nitpick 1%
I know, right?
get left in the snow with no Slurpees in Tennessee.
Oh, Slurpees.
So,
7-Eleven, get your act together and build it already. You've been teasing
build it
forever.
already. I have one
If you
first.
build it, they will come.
Well, yeah, I'll drive the 2-3 hours up there to get one and go visit Joe. Posty says hi guys and slam down another set of shinies, which is awesome.
Yeah, Shadow Shiny Poliwag, shiny 2 shiny pairs, a shiny Pyroar, which is pretty new. That's a female Pyroar. Shiny Regirock, shiny Voltorb, and a shiny Lillipup. Do you know how I can tell it's a female Pyroar?
I'm sure it has to do with the artwork on it, but how?
Well, it's a lion. It doesn't have a lion mane around
So
its
it's
face.
lioness is what you're saying. Gotcha.
Yep.
I was honestly kind of waiting for some kind of punchline, but there was
no punchline.
Man, we got Senator Muffin says over more speedways in Raleigh are becoming 7-Elevens. I got stupid speedways here. They ain't 7-Elevens.
I have some speedways here too. This is now the 7-Eleven podcast.
You know what? 7-Eleven sponsor us.
Actually,
now that just means, you know.
Does 7-Eleven still sponsor Pokemon Go? I know they did at one point. I think they still do.
They should. No, don't sponsor Pokemon Go. Sponsor this podcast. I will sit here in my big 7-Eleven cup, branded. I'll hold it appropriately on camera, and then drink and get sugar high every week and drive Joe crazy.
You know what's happening right now, right? Thunder Muffin is just sitting at a 7-Eleven, drinking his Slurpee, and looking at his Mind Foos and just mocking them.
No, see, I always go deeper during that. Thunder Muffin's the COO of 7-Eleven and thinks it's hilarious and brings entertainment value to the show to not give you or I a 7-Eleven, and that's where my mind goes on that one.
And he's like, now it's time to tell the app there's one coming to Conyers.
Dooley says, I caught Dexter in 2019, but it was this week and that's the last experience of the week is Dexter's on the screen. But it was this week that I earned enough candy to power that bad boy up.
Nice.
And that is a hundo.
And Dexter, for those listening, is a Porygon Z.
Yes. And a murderer of murderers. Or a mad scientist kid. Either way you want to look at it.
So a murderer of murderers, does that just mean he flicks the switch on death row?
Oh, I like your reference. But yeah. So I don't know where to go with that. Hey, we had a discussion last week. And actually, I need to bring up Anchor. What was our question of the week?
The question was, what Pokemon would your ideal community day feature?
Oh, yeah, that question.
Yeah. Which I wonder if these, I don't know. So we got Barry Folk. He says, shinies, of course, but with a better chance of a Shundo. So that would be interesting if they made it so that Community Day, all of the Community Day Pokemon were automatically, quote-unquote, weather boosted. That would be pretty sweet. Or if it could compound with that. If it was Community Day boosted and then you also had the weather to back it up, it would be double boosted. And like the minimum jumped from 10. Well, I guess weather boosted doesn't actually change the minimum. It changes it to 2 because it increases it by 2 stages. Anyway, that would be cool.
That would be cool. What else you got on Reddit?
And then we've got from Budget Bar 1123, Dragon Community Day, so I can finally get the platinum medal.
Okay, I dig that it's not one one thing. It's a type. I would love a type community. They've done it in the past. They've done some
Yeah, they've
and
done type events,
type events. I think a type community day would be brilliant.
especially if they actually went out of their way to make it so that the community featured the premium Pokemon of that type
Right.
instead of like the trash tier Pokemon of those types. So, I mean,
I'm
all the most basically all the dragons are good. So, dragon would be fine, but there are some other types you're like, nah.
I've got a mission for Coach Kev. Should he choose to accept it, I need you to track down where in the world Thunder Muffin is and take their Slurpees away because they can confirm I am indeed enjoying a cherry cola Slurpee, but I'm planning my nightly route for my Blissey Army takeover for the night. Mhm. Coach Kev, you got my back. Take care of it for me. I appreciate you. What else you got on Reddit?
That's it for Reddit. What do we got over on Anchor?
All right. And Anchor, of course, being where we host the podcast, and it is owned by Spotify. So if you listen to the podcast on Spotify, you can absolutely answer these questions there as well. And Una 8XF 27 says Shadow Mewtwo. The name is longer than the answer they gave. I love it.
That would be more like a raid hour, but I mean, if they started doing legendaries or mythicals as wild spawns,
I mean,
that would be
come on,
interesting.
right? A whole day. You remember how we had raid day when Barry came? He flew into town, and you came to town.
Yep.
You know, that would be basically what that would be, right? A
Yeah, for
community
Go Fest.
raid days. Yeah. No, he didn't come in for Go Fest. He came to Conyers. When y'all came to Conyers,
Yeah,
that was not Go Fest.
yeah.
That was
It,
like Raid Fest.
that was
No,
it
Go
was
Fest was Mr. Tambourine 19. Oh yeah, the
yes.
next day.
There were two. There
Next
were
day.
2 days.
All right, now I don't have enough Slurpee for this crap show. That man. That man said 6 hours of all the regionals. Maybe do it hourly each region, but just throw them all together would be my preference. If I had to choose just one, it'd be Lickitung. J.K. Rowling, Sandal, or Roggenrola. Actually, he just says J.K., but I thought it's funnier to say Rowling. If you had to choose just one, it'd be Sandal or Roggenrola. Y'all are thinking too small. Tropius. I need Tropius.
Tropius is a regional.
A community day, right? Yeah. If you're going to choose just one, who chooses Sandal over Tropius? That man is that too. I bet
Oh.
that man's slurping on a Slurpee right now. And that came out way worse than I intended. Oh, that was not the right button. That was not the
Oh man. So Dooley is chiming in. So last week we got the news that Hoppip Community Day was coming.
Yep.
and
It's the name Psy Hoppip.
yeah. So Dooley's saying that Jumpluff is actually ranked number 148 in Great League. If you've got Bullet Seed, Aerial Ace, and Energy Ball, and so they're playing devil's advocate for the Hoppip Community Day because it could be a niche pick in PvP. So
You having a stroke there? Too much Mountain Dew? You good? You good?
I need more Mountain Dew. Not enough.
You know, banana bags at the hospital don't actually put bananas nor Mountain Dew in your veins. Just so you know. And on that note, we're going to go to commercial break. Hi, everybody. This is going sideways so hard.
But in the best kind of way.
Yeah. Gumi for Community Day would be awesome. Is Gumi in the game?
Yes. Goomy is. You asked who Goomy was either last week or the week before.
I mean, I'm a grown man. I don't go around telling people to Gumi. That's dangerous in my world. I'm just saying.
I don't know about you, but I grew up with Nickelodeon, so
I hated that.
I thought it would be fun to get slimed.
Oh, I have the exact opposite, sir.
So here I've got Goomy pulled up right now if you wanted to see.
Oh yeah, I think I have one or two of those.
Actually, I should probably make Goomy my buddy because I need more candies for Goomy than I need for Axew. because I walked Axew quite a bit a long time back.
Yeah, but every time I don't know, and that slime came, I was like, nope. And Double Dare, I was all for it till you had to dig in the slimy nose. It's like, nope. I by no means am a neat freak, but even as a kid, I was like, no. So,
No.
All right, let's see. Oh, I think this is the one I want. We haven't done this one in a hot minute. I'll put a marker in. Yeah.
But my other kid has 2 prongs. Asked her if she knew me, she said, yeah, I know a few songs. All these girls around me think I'm rowdy cause I've been through fire. Then I level up, so now I ghost them like this situation. I've been that guy you clowning around and looking like a Mr. Mime. You wanna party up with me, I'm busy, pick a different time. Now you
Oh man, it's so witty. I don't know if that's the right word. It's so hardcore, right? I don't know what the words I'm looking for, Joe. Where he's just like ghost you like Decidua. I mean, it's just it's smart and geeky at the same time. You know, Dooley Productions is correcting us. You can't do that on television. You say I don't know, and you get soaked in water, not slime. That was Nickelodeon. You can't do it on television. Nickelodeon? I don't know. Double Dare was a slime. Yeah. You know what? None of it was appealing. And Joe just ghosted us like Decidua. I said, that's a brilliant thing. Last time I played that song for you, sir.
No, my wife's getting home from basketball practice, so I was putting the baby monitor on the stairs for
her. What you need to do is put a flower crown because she just is a dirty hippie Evie tonight. Thank you
my
very
wife
much.
ain't dirty.
She might be a hippie. She might be an Evie. We don't know. Yeah, she will never listen to this episode, and that makes us safe.
No, she hasn't listened to an episode in probably 5 years. So
yeah, my wife either. Pokemon Go Tour live Abu Dhabi update. Oh, look at them.
Abu Dhabi.
The legendary birds
like
and the
saying
starters. Okay, we've been observing the situation in Abu Dhabi, which I honestly do not know what that is. So if I sounded cheerful about something, it's because I don't know what's going on in the news in Abu Dhabi. But with our community in mind, we've decided to cancel the Pokemon Go Tour live event in Yas Bay, Abu Dhabi. Oh, sad news. I'm sorry, everybody. That sucks.
Oh.
Order refunds will be processed within the next 2 business days. It may take several days for your refund to appear in your account. And they said, well, it won't happen there. It'll still take place in Monterrey, Mexico, and Kaohsiung, Taiwan, as scheduled. I know this is not the show for it, so I'm not going to go look it up. I have to look it up later. But I don't know what's going on in Abu Dhabi that would get them to cancel this. Maybe civil unrest, maybe COVID outbreaks. I don't know. But sorry, everybody. That does suck that you had your event canceled.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't been keeping up with whatever's happening in Abu Dhabi, so now I'm also curious.
We'll get there. See, okay. So another announcement to rub it.
Oh, okay. So there's a war in Yemen that has reached Abu Dhabi. I googled it.
So. Gotcha. Yeah, okay.
That's not a good time to be out catching Pokemon.
Admittedly, you have bigger issues than having your Pokemon Go live event canceled.
I mean, unless you figure out a way to get the Pokemon out and you can just take over the country, you know.
Blastoise, he's shelled up. He's got cannons. We can do this. I mean, Moltres being Moltres should be able to help them out. Just protect them all. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, if you've watched the anime, Mr. Mime, he puts up those walls and stops a cannonball. Just saying.
There you go.
I mean, we're making light of this, but if any of our listeners are there, please stay safe.
Yeah, seriously though. Yeah. Well, to rub it in a little bit further, here's another announcement about Monterrey, Mexico, and Kaohsiung, Taiwan. So they're going to join forces, get tickets, encounter with Mewtwo, item rewards, and much more. Shiny Dittos will be there. Special research and exclusive experiences for ticket holders. Sorry. You must be in that location. So this is one of the first times in a while that they've done geo locked, because I know they had them planned. They canceled a lot for COVID, but this is a geo-locked event. You have to be in the above locations, which is the two cities, in order to experience ticketed gameplay, and only ticket holders will have access to that special research. So I'm not sure where the geo. Obviously, Atlanta, Georgia, and East Bumble, Tennessee. I forget where you live, Usawong or whatever, Utawala.
Yeah, just outside of Chattanooga.
Yeah, that. Um, we cannot participate in there, but they're going to have the Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, Farfetch'd, Kangaskhan, Mr. Mime, and Taros as well through that event. It's $25 in the event's local currency. Okay, now I think we kind of talked about that before. That is, I think, a decent change. Now, this is so pricey. $25 for an event. I don't know. It depends on what else is going on, right? Because that was roughly the price of the original Go Fest tickets in Chicago, if I remember right. So that's full fest price tickets for what is kind of a sideline event. However, the fact that it's in your local currency, so it's not 25 US, that it is translated to your currency, which could be very expensive depending on markets and whatnot, is 25. All tickets are US. No, I read that wrong. All tickets are US $25. Well, crap, Niantic. I thought you were doing something brilliant. Like it's 25 pesos, or it's the equivalent, or I don't know. But I know I see South America has not problems, but they have issues with this. And other parts in the world have issues with this, and I do too, Joe. Is that well, one, for a mobile game, for an event, even that's not a huge worldwide festival, $25 seems to be a lot. If this is on par with Go Fest in Chicago, knock yourself out. I get why you set that price. That's not my issue with this. My issue with this is it's set to what would seemingly be a very low entry to a ticket in America. But there are I know we're not going full South America. It's in Mexico. By full South America, I mean like Brazil and other places. But I've had people, when I was doing shows about other games, talk about the price differences. And in some of these countries, $25 US equates to them to
Like
then equate
a
back to
month's
us.
salary or something.
Not quite, but it's a lot. It's a lot of money. 'Cause Brian Abbott and I used to talk about, oh man, $50 is the highest thing you can buy in the game that we were talking about. And while it was a little pricey, it's still very affordable. And that's when somebody educated us like, no, $50 for that basically does equate to a month's salary for our listener and somewhere. And plus they had to jump through these hoops of buying this GameStop card and then crediting over. I mean, it was a mess. So I'd be interested. I am putting this out to any listeners that either understand the exchange rates in Monterrey, Mexico, and Kaohsiung, Taiwan, or any listeners that live in those areas. I'd like to hear from you. In our email, show at PokémonGoPodcast.com, or SpeakPipe, Twitter, however you want to reach out to us. I'd like to hear what your thoughts of the pricing on this is and how it translates into your region as far as cost factor. What are your takeaways on this, Joe?
Yeah, $25 is a bit steep in my opinion. Especially since a lot of the Go Fest, I think the last 2 years has been more to the tune of $15. And so, granted, I know that Go Fest originally was like $25 for the first couple of years when it was physically there, first
Physically there,
like
but
3 years. But
but it was always, well, the first one was a 1-day event, but after that, it's like a 2 or 3-day event. But also,
well, but
they did a
they weren't
lot.
2 or 3 day events. They like the event, yes, happened for 2 or 3 days, but your participation in
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
event was only 1 day.
Right, right, right. Well, compare it to the Safari Zone adventures, which is still 1 day in that city, that they still have local places and you do things. They were cheaper, weren't they? Weren't the Safari adventures cheaper prices?
Most of the Safari ones were a little bit cheaper, yes, but
I'm gonna get to the events tickets page right now.
yeah,
Okay, that makes sense. That the only thing shown is the Monterey and the
yeah,
Taiwan.
yeah,
Um,
but
I don't know.
yeah. I mean, we don't want to get too hung up on the price and everything. If you can't attend, I hope you have a wonderful experience. Um,
Lucky Niantic apologist.
I'm just hoping the players have a good experience. Screw
I,
Niantic and their bottom line. I hope the players have fun.
I agree. If it works for
And
you,
then did I mention the photo shoots? Taking a photo will get you a Snorlax during it. Did we mention that? I can't remember.
no, we did not.
Yeah. So there we go.
There you go. Well, we already know this.
Well,
Voltorb.
one other thing I want to mention, and I know they've been in a few different events, but they're getting 4 regional Pokemon.
Yep.
Like that's a lot of Pokemon. I mean, granted, they're putting them behind raids, so they not only do you have to buy the tickets, then you have to buy the raid passes in order to do half of this stuff that's in this announcement. It's like, hey, pay for this ticket and then do all these raids on top of it. I mean, I'm sure they'll get some raid passes as part of the event, but probably not enough to last for 10 hours. The event's 10 hours long. So
Yeah, well, I mean, they're okay. There's arguably people in this world that have more stamina than you and I. But even though we went out for Go Fest in Chicago for the whole time, we gave up after a few hours. Like we did 4 or 5 hours of walking back and forth and playing. Then we're like, we're gonna sit in the shade and see what comes to us.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, we walked up and down a couple of when we were in Chicago together. We walked up and down, and then up again, and then got lunch or got dinner, and we were like, okay.
Oh yeah, the walk after dinner was, oh my god. But yeah, 10 blocks
where I almost got in trouble for having a mini screwdriver that I used to undo my Go Plus to change the battery. You remember that? The security lady.
Yeah.
She looked at me like she looked at me like, you have a mini screwdriver. Are you trying to stab somebody?
Yeah, it's like
ultimately
was.
She let us pass, but
yeah, because we're just trying to go to Garatina's or whatever it is. Garatina's. We went and ate Pokemon for dinner.
Nom, nom, nom. That is not the Pokemon I would choose to eat if I was.
Barry is absolutely laughing and cringing at the same time because I totally messed up. Giordano's, I think it is. We call it Giratina's, but anyway. Voltorb found in the Hisui region of the Pokemon Legends Arceus game have appeared.
Hey Charles, I'm gonna need you to accept that raid invite that you just got.
I did. Ish.
You did ish?
Yeah,
is that a new Pokemon? You did ish?
Did it? So I started to accept it, then I got distracted by the headline, so I didn't hit send the pass. So I am in now. But yeah, we've already talked about it. You can get a shiny Voltorb or a Hisuian Voltorb, and cannot evolve at this time. The Hisuian can't.
Yeah. So I don't know if you've watched this little clip that they've got on here.
You know me.
You didn't. I know you didn't. Okay. Yeah. But there's this part in it that is, in my opinion, super creepy, where there's just Voltorbs surrounding the trainer, and I know it's supposed to be like, oh look, fun, nature, yay, but I don't know. It just screams horror movie to me. Those Voltorbs about to kill that trainer. At least these ones are happier. I mean, if it was the Kanto of Voltorbs, oh yeah, that trainer is dead. Super dead.
Well, I mean, if you scroll down, you get a picture with the season heritage, and everyone's like, huh, look at this. Then you get that special research, and it's a trap because you've got the Hisuians looking all innocent, then 2 regular Voltorbs in each corner just menacing. Just like, yeah, a little bit closer. Pet the cute ones. I dare you. You know.
So when I first glanced at the artwork there with all the team leaders with the professor, I was like, oh, the professor grew a goatee. And then I realized it's just his hand, but I was like, oh, this is his evil twin.
And now you're going to feel even worse, Joe, is apparently has an affliction that he can never remove that hand from his chin, because even in the Voltorb kill photo, his hand's on his chin. I don't know that I've ever seen this fool without his hand on his chin.
Shouldn't have dipped his glove in super glue.
Pokemon Go no longer brought to you by Gorilla Glue because there's issues.
Well, and even in the game, in the trailer, the Pokeballs themselves are colored more like these Hisuian, um, Hisui
Yeah.
Voltorbs.
You're right.
Instead of having the white and red, they're almost that tan and orange color, and they
All
look
right.
the balls look wooden. Okay, so Dooley's saying that you craft them from acorns, or from apricorns.
That's cool.
So that's actually a throwback to a mechanic from the Gen 2 games, Gold and Silver, where you could get different kinds of apricorns and craft different kinds of balls from them. So okay,
Are you saying? And I think you are. But are you saying apricorns?
that's what he typed, and if I
Okay.
remember, that's actually what it is. Yeah,
Well, I mean, it's freaking Pokemon.
yeah,
Far be
the
them
nanab berries and whatnot.
acorn. You know, I bet you they pronounce it pecan too.
No, yeah, it is. It's apricorns. I just
Yeah.
googled it just to double check. But yeah, there's 7 different kinds of apricorns. You can make all the balls out of it.
There. So if you don't know, your first time listener playing along here, if you type in !S, then hit the space bar and type in stuff after that, you will actually be able to submit a title for the show. And after the 15th time of Joe saying I just Googled it, I suggested that as a show title now.
Hey, my Google Foo is strong.
It's okay, Grasshopper. It's
Stronger than your mind Foo, because yours doesn't exist.
Celebrate Lunar New Year with Pokemon Go's 2022 Lunar New Year event. I just hear Phil now. Are you going to let him disrespect you? I guess so, Joe. I guess so. All right, so redirecting me. Celebrate Lunar New Year with Pokemon Go's 2022 Lunar event. Lit Leo is featured here. Lion, right? Lion Cub, Year of the Lion.
Yes,
Okay.
Lit Leo, Little Leo.
Yeah. You can get a shiny Lit Leo. Did I actually? I don't remember if I ever actually got the evolved version, the fully evolved version of Lit Leo. I can't remember. So increased chance for lucky Pokemon trades, increased chance to become lucky friends, 1 extra special trade per day, and double Stardust opening gifts. What else, Joe?
All the things.
All
Um,
right. They're doing the years of. They got the crab, the cat, the dog, the fish, the chicken, which is not what they call it, but I'll go with
the
that.
balls.
And the dog. I don't know what the Chinese calendar does not
They're
have.
just like, get some more.
balls.
Get you some.
Well, I mean, I love that they're like, hey, the flying Pokemon will be more frequent in the wild. I think Voltorb and Hisuian Voltorb are listed because they're overlapping the event and they're going to be in the wild, but they have nothing to do with the event.
Yep.
Right? There's no way the Lunar New Year and that Asian lunar calendar of the year of the dog, the rat. Where's Rattata? Where's Rattata?
Well, clearly Voltorb is a rat. Confirmed.
Confirmed.
Unless Electabuzz is supposed to be a tiger.
Okay, I'll give you that one. Gyarados is
Dragon.
but
It's based off of a Chinese dragon, and this is
but the
is
calendar
Lunar New Year the Chinese New Year?
I believe it is.
Okay.
I don't believe there's a year of the dragon. I could be wrong.
You're a liar. There is 100%. I'm gonna Google it again, according to the Googles.
Now I said I'd be wrong, so that was very, very hurtful that you called me a liar, Joe. Thank you. But what does Google say to you, sir?
Google says a lot of things to me. All right, so there's the pig, rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, goat, monkey, rooster, and dog.
So we literally have every one of those things represented in this game, and yet we're getting 6 of them. Technically 7, 8, because Combuskin is still the chicken.
Yep. Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah. Hey, let me ask you this: is Esper evolved? Because I don't want to go look right now.
Yes.
Oh my. Oh dear. I just looked down at the raid that we completed.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, sir. I'm pretty sure mine's dead now. Most of mine just died. So,
For our podcast listeners, he tried to show us the phone, and he goes plunk. No, that's not shiny.
then why is he all sparkly?
Because it's shiny.
Oh, God. No! Phil, let's start our Nope show. Every week is going to be, is Joe here? Nope. All right, everybody.
Nope.
Like and subscribe on patreon.com/nope.
Yeah, so Esper evolves into Meowstic, by the way, if you were curious. Okay. And you're like, I don't know what Meowstic looks like, so that means nothing to me.
That doesn't matter. Hey, thanks to Dooley for my shiny Regirock. And I'm going to do, maybe it's a Shundo. Let's find out. It is not a Shundo. It's actually okay. It's not horrible, but no, it's shiny. And I was busy doing a show. I didn't even realize I called a shiny Reggie. Mega's the Houndoom. You're the dog. All right. I'll give you that one. But they got Arcanine for dog as well. Growlithe. Sorry, they got Growlithe.
Right, they do.
You know, I don't want to.
It's not the new Growlithe either. It's the OG Growlithe.
And yeah, Joe, don't throw away your game because you no longer like Growlithe. It's fine. Just pass on it. Mega Gyarados Candy will be the field research there. And time research could get you a shiny Litleo or a shiny Esper. So Dooley delivering the shiny. That's pretty awesome. I read it on Reddit. I Googled it on Google. Good job, Dooley. Okay, what else we got? Lunar New Year and Pokemon. Oh, shiny Litleo. So do we need to cover that again? So we just
yeah. So this is just an infographic. So
right.
you can take a look at the shiny forms if you would like. But yeah, it's just a nice infographic from Stadium Gaming.
You do some good graphics there. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna leave that up and come back to it. And I could absolutely see the shiny of the full main versus the non-main. I mean, it's very obvious as who is it's not just the shiny, but the evolution, who is the male and the female. I do like when they do that. I don't like when it's subtle. Like, oh, look, Pikachu's tail's a heart. It's like, I've got to study the booty of every Pikachu to figure out if it's male or female. You know, come on, man. That's this day and age, that is unacceptable. We need to be more respectful of our Pokemon and get consent. Can I get you? Yes. All right. Announcing the Pokemon TCG Pokemon Go expansion. Is this one of the first expansions they've done in a long time for the game, trading card game?
So this is the first time that they are doing a TC. Well, I guess it's not the first time because they have a Professor Willow card, but they're doing a specific Pokemon Go expansion instead of just some promo cards. So they're doing a full-fledged expansion this summer in collaboration with Pokemon Go and the Pokemon trading card game.
Now, here's what I would like to see with that is in the regular trading card game, it comes with a QR code that you can scan, and it puts that pack of cards into your online trading card game. Of course, I imagine they're going to do that. I can't see why they wouldn't unless they just don't want this to be part of the online, whatever. I want a QR code that comes with that pack that lets me scan something into my Pokemon Go game.
That'd be sweet.
That would be interesting. I don't know what it would be.
Give you some items or some stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. A Swoltan. I don't know. Because I understand that this is us going out in that direction, right? So it's really about them getting on. Did you notice that the artwork for this, it's it's in Spanish. I can't really read Sampas unless I can't tell what it says by Pikachu, but at the bottom, 6 cartas, 6 by the way, if I'm reading this right. Cartas de Yogo, which is probably I don't know, whatever. Ediciones. I can't say it. Sorry. But
6 additional playing cards, I think is what.
Yes, but I don't know much about expansion packs, but I would expect more than 6 cards to be in a pack. But I haven't bought packs.
Yeah, normally it's 9, if I'm not mistaken, for Pokemon. But I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Now, what if they wanted to really bank on this? They'll take your idea, but then have based on the number of times you scan. Once you reach certain milestones, you get some premium items in Pokemon Go.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what they do. And then once you reach like 100 packs open, they give us a second infinite incubator. Yeah, that'll sell some packs. Give me the
You're not
second
wrong.
infinite incubator.
Yeah.
Give it to me now.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm with you. Dooley says I just traded a shiny Rhydon with my alt account for the research task, and it's lucky. That is
Ooh,
really
you
cool.
got lucky.
You know what? His raid got me the shiny. He got it lucky. What did you get a zero? Did you get a 0%, Reggie? Is that what you got? That's why you're being quiet about it, Joe? You didn't want to brag? You didn't want to rub it in?
I didn't check it, but now that you've said it, it's probably going to be 10s across the board, which is the lowest you can get from a raid. So I'm going to check it right after I catch this Squirtle.
Squirtle. Way spot submissions through Pokemon Go now require you to pass the Wayfarer test. As announced by Tintino on the Wayfarer forum, way spot submissions will no longer be automatically available once you've reached level 38 in Pokemon Go. Instead, you'll be required to pass the Wayfarer test in order to show you understand the nomination criteria and unlock the ability to submit way spots. This will also be applied to Ingress at some point over the next few months. Anyone who has already passed the test is not being made to retake it at this current time. In addition, you'll be required to categorize any way spots you submit during the submission process. The feature has been rolled out in select countries prior to this announcement, but has now been rolled out globally. Now I need to go look at my settings and see if I have a test waiting for me. Let's see.
Man, this Squirtle's a jerk. I threw like 20 Ultra Balls at it, and it still ran away. Jerk face.
New
Sorry. But no, I mean, this makes a lot of sense because there's a lot of stuff that's getting through that doesn't meet the criteria just because people are I've heard anecdotally that a lot of people are just hitting approved on a ton of stuff that really ought not to be approved.
Well, I mean, we covered that story out of Japan.
Well, oh yeah, there is that one too, but I mean, the test isn't going to stop those people. Let's be honest.
Right. If I visit the Wayfarer site, there's a lot of buttons to hit through. So I don't know if I'd have to take the test or not because I've never actually scanned in anything. But I went to submit a Pokestop and it said go to Wayfarer, and it didn't want me to jump through. So what?
I was just looking at the IVs of my Regirock. It's 14s across the board. That's not bad. I mean, it's not a hundo, but
look how pale and white he is. He looks sickly. It looks like he could use Jesus.
I mean, I've got that one. You've got Spray Tan, whatever. Spray Tan Regirock.
Tanny Rock, Reggie Tan. All right, so that is our headlines for the night. And 2 weeks in a row, maybe even 3, I think 3 weeks in a row, we have a speak pipe. And so I'm going to hit refresh this time. All right. So I refresh it.
It's a lunar miracle.
Here we go.
Hey guys, just thought I'd pop in to say hi. I put an alarm, and at this time, I'm at the gym.
Yeah.
Hope you guys have a great day.
Oh, yeah, we have a great day. Thank you, Caesar. I was thinking about that the other day, going, man, I want to re-hit that on the show. I want to say, hey, set that alarm, and then when it goes off randomly, call us and you can tell us a Pokemon fact. You can tell us why you like the show, the game, or
what you're doing.
Like, hey, I'm just at the gym, guys. Have a great day. Tuga Rose submitted Spray Tan Regirock as a title. Tugas Rose 27. So thank you for that. Stick around towards the end of the show. You'll actually get to vote on your title and other titles if you stick around there. So keep playing along. It's a lot of fun. All right, Joe. What time is it?
It is time for random trivia. Trivia. And I am going to be talking about Litleo, the Lion Cub Pokemon, and its evolution Pyroar, the Royal Pokemon. Litleo is a fire normal type, as is Pyroar. I don't always comment on the gender ratio. Oftentimes it's 50%. But I thought it was interesting, at least in the main series games. I don't know if this holds up um, in Pokemon Go, but in the main series games, only 12.5% of Leos and Pyroars that you run across are male, and I think that has to do with the behavior of real life lions, how there's often less males in a pride than there are females. Um, Leo, Pokedex entry says the stronger the opponent it faces, the more heat surges from its mane and the more power flows through its body. So it's definitely a very competitive Pokemon. We commented earlier about, a couple of times, about the differences between the male and female look of Pyroar.
Yeah.
But Leo does not have any differences between male and female. The name Leo comes from little and Leo, which is Latin for lion. No other Pokemon has the same type combination as Leo and Pyroar. No other Pokemon is fire normal type.
Okay.
So yeah, so that's pretty interesting little factoid. Pyroar, its evolution, again, it's the royal Pokemon. Its Pokedex entry says, the male with the largest mane of fire is the leader of the pride. And then a different Pokedex entry mentions that its fiery breath can be more than 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit. That's
It's over 9,000. Is that what you're telling me?
It is. It is over 9,000. So yeah, Pyroar. Pyroar is a combination of pyro and roar.
No, you're making that up.
I am making it up, but I wasn't the first to make it up because Pokemon made it up first. So yeah, I like Pyroar. When my first playthrough of Pokemon Pokemon Y. I have Pokemon Y. My first playthrough of Pokemon Y, I had a Pyroar on my team. I liked him quite a bit. Pretty awesome.
I can see that. I mean, in this game, it's like, why do we bother, like Paris? Why do we bother with this little crab and this and that and the other? But then I played Let's Go Eevee, Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, and that being more of a traditional style game. I don't know if it falls into it or not, but I'm just saying in general. Like Beedrill, like that dude is my guy. I get it now. Oh, so playing the game where you're actually giving them commands to use different attacks and whatnot, they definitely have a different play feel, and so I could see Pyroar being pretty awesome. That's another thing about Legends Arceus. There are no Pokédex entries yet. You are creating them. What do you mean you're creating them? Do we get to make up? This Pokemon was first discovered by podcast hosts Joe and Charles of Pokemon GO Podcast, and they named it Doofenshmirtz.
Evil Incorporated.
We don't have kids. What are you talking about?
I watched that long before I had kids.
Right? Though it's a real. I discovered it. It came on when my kids were little, but such a great show. It really is. I'm a fan. So anyway, did I interrupt your reading of the passage of the Bulbapedias?
No, that is Leo and Pyroar. So
that I need to get that. I need to get that for the trivia. Get a little just generic organ music playing behind. Brother Joe, what time is it? It's take me to trivia time. I don't know. We can't do that. It'd be fun.
Way too many syllables.
Yeah, I know, right? It was hard enough to do it right then. So you can email us, show at Pokemon GO Podcast. We'd love to have your emails, and we'll read them out on the show if we have the time, but it's easier to do a speak pipe at PokemonGoPodcast.com. The speak pipe is right there on the right-hand side of the screen. Any computer device with a microphone, that can be your phone, that can be a tablet, a PC, whatever. If you have a microphone and an internet connection, you can go there for free leave a message up to a minute and a half. Set your alarms. I love it. Set a random alarm, however you want to do it, and call in and tell me how you're drinking a cherry cola Slurpee and planning your
so that
your
you can
whatever.
curse them out.
I don't curse on this show, Joe, so you're safe for now. Thunder.
All right, just the PG curses, like jerk
Uh,
face.
Reddit is r/Pokemon Go Podcast. If you want to join our community there, that's where you'll see the headlines, and you yourself can suggest your own headlines to be read on the show and tell us the stuff that we've missed during the week. Twitch.tv is every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern on Pokemon Go Podcast. That's twitch.tv/Pokemon Go Podcast, where you can join some awesome people like Apple Pie Chart, Dooley Productions. See, I don't know with Apple Pie Chart, right? I don't know if that's a person or a bot, because you could go either way with that name. Caxips06, Mara Romano, Shawarm668, Civilian on Base, Sophicol, and Tugas Rose 27, who might be a first-time listener and submitter here. And if I didn't call Dooley Productions, but Dooley's not on my. Oh no, he was second on my list. I did see sometimes my list doesn't show me everybody. So let's see, Joe. Where can they find you on the web?
You can find me on the interwebs on Twitter at Joseph_Ard. How about you?
I am Charles McFall across social media. You can find me on One EMS and, of course, Rock Out of Podcasting. Tune in 2 weeks from last week to hear Joe say in the olden times.
I think it's really funny how hung up Dooley is on the Nikon camera when they're literally trapping animals in these little tiny confined spaces like genies.
Oh, man.